Well, by the time I get to making this video, it's going to be a pretty long video, but it'll have a lot of different parts in it that we've been up to, and we're working on the septic system today. This is the ditch for the water line. There's the water line. So what we're going to do over here is, because it's not very deep, is we'll put rigid foam over the water line. That way the frost can't get down through it. But the rest of this is deep. And when it got dug, all of a sudden there's like springs all over the place. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so as a point of reference, there's the well. You can sort of see it. And if you look down here, I'll try to show it, zoom it a little better. The water is just flowing. It's like unbelievable. I don't know what's going to be tomorrow, but I guess there's like springs all through here. And maybe if we had gone just a few feet to the left, we would have, it's too late, but look at all the water. And that's only 6 feet down, by the way. So tomorrow we're hoping to finish off the roof. We've got 2 more pieces of trim on the other side, and then we'll get the roof done. The well guys are coming. The 3 doors for the house came today. We got 1 in already. So that's the door, and then there's going to be a little room with another door, so because the winter wind blows this way. So you'll come into that one and then into the mud room, and this will have a little grate in it. So you'll be, it's like a little metal grate, and you'll be able to stomp your feet and the dirt will go down. Eventually you'll have to clean it, but who knows. So you see all the nice little red packages like Christmas. This stuff is called Roxol. It's an insulation, and it's Rockwool? Yeah, Rockwool. So this is what it looks like. It's very dense. It fits. It's got, these pieces are R30. So this will go up in there on this whole fun ceiling. So I'll be working at this evenings, early morning when it's too dewy outside or that kind of thing, to try to get some of this done. And then, because as you can see, there's not much room otherwise to work in here. And then at that point, after the Rockwool's all up, then I can start running wires. After all the electrics run, then I can do the blow-in, which there's another, I think 10, we end up with about R50 or R60 up top by the time we're done. Okay, so the Roxol insulation, you can't just cut it with a knife. One, it's, relatively thick. And what you have to do is you cut it with, it's made for this. So this is basically what you do to cut your pieces. So remember last night we dug the ditch? Well, back there we hit a spring. So I'm going to try to dig another ditch this morning and try to avert, because this is where the water line for the house is going to go, right in that hole over there. And this is just filling up. This is where the water is coming from. Let's see, you can sort of see it's still coming in. So what I'm going to try to do is dig this back so that this water can go someplace else, hopefully. But isn't that just amazing? There's the well, there's the spring, and that's how this goes. It's like I got tons of water and a well that goes down 365 feet. Well, we got the electric and the water line in through the swamp here. Blocked it off at the well, and that seemed to slow it down, but I'll bet you by morning the water will be back up again, because now it can't flow all the way to the other end where I had the low section. But another day I'm not gonna fill it in tonight. We'll fill it in another day. More fun to come. So we're working on the septic system, and what you do is, you got to do all your elevations and everything else to make sure everything's flowing properly. And we got all that done. We got the pieces in, everything. And what you do is you put a bed of rock down, then you put your perforated pipe that everything's going to drain out of, and according to the plan that was designed by an engineer. And then you put rock on top of that. Then you put this like dirt fabric, which keeps the dirt from getting into the rocks and everything. And so we had a roll we got from a friend, but unfortunately it only had 70 feet in it. So here it is. It's Saturday afternoon at 3:40. The place that has all this kind of stuff, septic tanks and that, is closed. So I called up, well, actually first I was like, I don't have Pete's number. And my son-in-law was like, I don't either. Let's see if I can find somebody who does. So he found somebody who had Pete Hopkins' number, called him up, and I said, Pete, is it okay if I go down there to the yard and pick up a roll of dirt fabric? And he was like, yeah, sure, what are you going to get? A 4-footer or a 3-footer? I said, 4-footer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great. So I said, I'll see you Monday morning, then we'll settle up. I said, yep, great. Have a good weekend. That doesn't happen everywhere. It's one of those things that's the similarities between northern Vermont and knowing people, and also Eleuthera. When you know a whole bunch of people and they know you, you need something, but a funny time, you can just go to their business, and not everybody's like that, but it happens. So they understand, and they know they're going to get paid. So we will end up getting the septic system in Leachfield all done today. And I'm tired. So, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. You saw the other parts that we've been working on, but now I'm working on doing the rough wiring for the house. And when you do this, you got to make sure that everything's lined up. Like, there's going to be a light up here, and it's going to be a switch there and a switch here. So the way those three-way lights work is you need a different wire. This one has, let's see if I can show you. See, there's 4 wires in this one. And this one has 3 wires. So, because what'll happen, and I'm sure you've got them in your house, is when I flip this switch here, the light will come on. When I come over here, the light will go off if I flip the switch. And so these are for different ones, like the island over there, the kitchen lights over there, the living room. There's all kinds of them in here. And you've got to string that 14-3 wire first. That's the one that runs between. And then the other one is the power to it. So the wiring, it takes a little bit of time because you've got to think of, okay, where's the switch going to go? How's it going to get power? How's it going to travel? All those kind of things. But it's a little bit of a pain in the neck, but you know, it's one of those things you got to do. So that's basically, I've got a little more insulation up there. That's supposed to come tomorrow. Walls are all studded. We're doing that. I've got a bit of the rough plumbing left to do. Nothing major. Put a couple stacks up. And let's see, I'll show you outside next. Roof is all done. I've still got the soffits under here done, and I think we'll be doing that tomorrow because our son's coming, and that'll be a lot easier with him than Sid. Sid's not as stable up there. We got all the dirt leveled out, and it's just got to York rake it and clean it up a bit. Oh, you can see Sid decided we're going to have yellow doors. Excuse me. And this is going to be a little like entryway before the mudroom, and it'll have walls and a door out here and then a metal grate. So when you come in, you'll be able to stomp your feet and get all the dirt drop down through. Boom, wonderful. Oh, there she is now. Hold on. So on the other front, the pond area is still here. I haven't decided yet. Last night, and I think it was right over there.
Yeah, where that dark brown spot is.
Yeah, where the dark brown spot is. There was a big cave in. So naturally, the amount of dirt that went in raised the water level. So now I'm waiting to see that rock right there? If that rock gets covered up, then I know there's still water coming in. Then we just keep waiting and watching. So we'll see. We might have a pond. To be determined. Oh, one of those tracks. Oh no, those are little boy tracks. These are all the trim boards for the soffits and eaves, and they're a white primed board that is finger jointed, so it's all clear wood, and it's made for outside. I just figured with this time of year, I'm just not going to have the time to prime, paint, etc. We're getting down, you know, it's got to be 50 degrees or better, so we figured, okay, well, let's just go with this route. Out here, we've put in the leach field yesterday, so septic system's all done. That's buried underground in there. And the dirt piles that are left there are for over here and in front of the house, because supposedly today the propane company is bringing a 500-gallon underground tank that we're buying, because if you buy your propane tank, at least around here, it's you own the tank, so you pay X amount for the fuel. If you let them put it in and it's their tank, then you pay a higher price on the fuel. So this way too, if something happened and you wanted out of it, you say, yep, see you later, bye. But that tank's going to go right over here underground, and then there'll be a generator, power generator over here. So that'll be hooked together with all of those. So that will hopefully happen in the next day or two. Okay, back inside. Those boards that I've put up there are so that wherever we want to put, after it's sheetrocked, any hooks to hang coats and whatever, because this is the mudroom where you'll come in. I told you there's going to be that room outside, but that's not insulated or anything else. That's real grubber, boots, knockoff. This is will be heated in here. And there's a closet right there. Then you walk into the kitchen, which this is Sid's kitchen, which is going to be pretty nice when it's all done. This is the utility room, and that's the pipe from the well with the electric line. So the water pump's going to be over here. Then there's going to be a hot water heater. That's the radiant heat, and I'm supposed to be getting the on-demand heater today. So then I'll also be able to start working on hooking all that. These are all the pieces. I've got to sort of build a lot of it, and with copper pipes and everything else. So, but until I have the water, until I have the propane, until I have the electric, it's all sort of a mute topic. But it is what it is. Now, down in here, we've got a bathroom. This is going to be, it's not a monstrous bathroom. You're going to have vanity, toilet, and shower. And the shower is going to be, it's got a linear drain that will go on the bottom. So when I build this, I'm going to build this out with thin set, sort of flat, and then it's going to start a slope. So the only walls in the shower are that one and the one where the shower head's going to come out of, and the controls. The rest is open, and it'll just drain into that 4-foot linear drain. So that's pretty much it. Spare bedroom, door over there, because eventually we're going to put like a 3-season porch. So that'll go through there, and that's really the office we'll have. And this is our bedroom. Again, it's going to look a whole lot different once we get windows, which I'm hoping are going to come this week. So that's what we've gotten done. Today is day 23. This is everything where we are at 23 days of working, which I consider pretty good. I'm hoping we're going to speed up because of the time of year with the propane, gas, and water. Once we have those three, then Sid and I will probably, once the heat's in here and there's power, we'll probably move in here and just have the house and move the camper and say thank you, camper, and that's it. We'll be in here, we'll work in here. We've done it before, but that's where we are, day 23.